So, hello everyone, and welcome to today's analysis of the NQ and a little bit of the ES. Ooh, it is January. Hope you all had good holidays. Yeah, markets were a bit up and down for the holidays. I didn't do any trading. I did a few paper trades. Kind of keep the rhythm going, but I didn't do much. Just getting back into it now. I've done some analysis, so let's take a look at where we are with the NQ, and of course, a little bit of the ES. Not too much though. So where should we start? Well, Andre has done a kind of higher term view around kind of the 4 hour he looked at and above, and he pointed out some levels that I also agreed with him with. I had looked at them for a while as well, and yeah, he talks about the situation below us, which is a rather interesting one. Yeah, he mentions that, this is the last nice low that we have before the kind of bullish structure that we have. And there isn't too much of an immediate reason to come down, though when we do come down, or if we do come down to this zone, like, it's going to be kind of interesting because we have so much liquidity to eat up if that happens. But for now, we're still inside of this structure. So whereabouts are we? If we go to the hourly, we can see that we've taken this low here. This one. And this one got a reaction from this break of structure here. This one. So this took liquidity here. So this nice little consolidation area took liquidity to this block, got a very nice reaction up, and then we retraced the entire thing, and then took this low, didn't take this low. So we're basically still within this pull. What does that mean? Well, we're still in the pull, so we're still bullish. But there are a couple of things that kind of annoy me. And not annoy me about it, but just make me raise my eyebrow. Now, we have a lot of liquidity inside here to take, and namely the stuff that we're just at right now, which is here. And we also have this up here to take. This zone might provide some scalps, but yeah, we have this zone here. This is kind of mitigation of this. So we have this, and then we have this, and we've VWAPs located in those areas, which will be nice little targets. We've a past daily VWAP here at 21,775, situated nicely above this high. I think taking all of this eventually is rather likely. But I mean, there's maybe one or two areas we can come into, and you could get some quick scalps. But I'd be cautious about that kind of play with the state that money flow is in, what we've done to structure. So yeah, I mean, this could easily get taken. We have a gap up here. We have a RTH gap, completely unfilled, right above it as well. So even more of a reason to just kind of, if you're in a kind of swing position, why not leave it till that gap? And so Above that is an interesting zone. This is our high, right? This is our kind of all-time high, I guess, right? Yeah. And structure-wise, this is still my change of character. I still have this on screen. Why? Well, I know that this is technically a change of character, right? It is technically. Let's see, bullish change of character. Oh, this one. This is a change of character. It's just the way it interacted with this imbalance, which kind of has me. It's not that I doubt it. It's that I'm just keeping my bearish sensors awake and turned on a bit more than I would normally if this was a different looking change of character. What would I mean by different looking? Well, I mean if there was more structure created here before we changed character. And this could just be the way I approach the charts and the way I approach structure and what structure I like to see. You know, if we dance around here for a bit more, we took a few lows and highs or internal highs and lows. Like if we had a range here that had this, came down, internal, down, up, down, like something like this, where we had a lot of interaction with lows and highs, and specifically the highs that are nested inside of this imbalance. I would like it. I would also like it if it didn't come back into here again. I would like the idea of a continuation. Now, it could easily go from here and this be the higher low. It's able to do that. At least what I'm thinking is, because of the way this character was changed, we could have a heavy pullback. And there's a reason that we could see a heavy pullback internally here. There's other reasons, right? So let's look at those reasons. We have, go down to the 10-minute. This is today. Asia just did this banana of a move, and UK's following it, and it makes sense. We have this kind of lower term, but this is my kind of slightly greater change of character, obviously. So we're within this leg. We know now that we're still in a bullish pull technically, keeping our eyes open for larger bearish catalysts to potentially eat these guys up in the future or not. But this is now our zoomed in little change of character. I like this point as a change of character. I like this. Oh, that's nice. Of course, you could use this guy up here, but I like him. What did they do before that? They actually, like, they nearly did exactly what I wanted to see for a very strong move, and they did it on the ES. So they took these lows after the initial mitigation of the gap. They took these lows on the ES and they didn't on the NQ. They didn't take all of them on the NQ. So it looks nicer on the ES down here. It is still a lot of flat lows. There is still stuff they can do down in here. And what they generally like to do is build more structure before they come in for this potentially devastating swipe, right? So this zone is still, like, we can come into here and maintain this. And if we do, or if we come into here and we ignore it, that's fine. And we create a lot of bearish structure, or sorry, bullish structure. I'll turn this into a non-exclamation mark C. But for now, I just know that we can come into here. We can come into this little area down here. we can take all of these lows and it would be no problem for them. But whatever. Where are we at the moment? We're creating this monstrous curve right now. Why? Well, we changed structure on using multiple pivots, really. So we have this and this and this, and we just closed above them. So they just turned into support, right? But how strong is that support? Like, look at this. Hello, this is one big zone, right? You could do your Pac-Man, right? Waka waka, waka waka. He likes money, right? Big zone here. But this length of time that this is spent up here, this could be a end of week thing. It could be a Wednesday thing. But for the moment, they're like, with these moves, they're really playing time, right? Like this long, wide consolidation up, wide consolidation up. Like when they do this kind of thing, like their time frame targets are higher time frame targets. So once we get to that catalyst, great, that we can ride that momentum. But once we get to that catalyst, once enough time has passed, once enough liquidity has been built, that's when things can get a bit sensitive, right? And they can do it for ages. They can do it for a long time. And again, coming back to bigger structure, if we do, like, number one, if we get a lot of huge closes up here above this this little squid, which I will show you now, this one, and then if we get a lot of closes up here, I mean, that's just whatever we do up until that point. Once that happens and we start really claiming this zone as support, like, that's when I think this is just going to go bye-bye. But there is a chance for them to create some kind of monstrous price action that comes into this zone, and that can reverse the whole thing, right? Once they've done it. So yeah, those are my little areas. This is where I have the little dotted squids. I like the look at them. I'm going to keep my eye on what price does around there, because depending on how price interacts with those points, it could signal some nice continuation, kind of bullish continuation signs. Up until that point, and even up until that point, we have trades we can take. The thing is, once we get closes up here, then they can just be like, okay, we've had the closes, now let's bring it down into here, and then start our uptrend internally correctly, right? They can do that. So right now, not in any trades, not really looking for trades exactly from here. I mean, they've just kind of, it's a bit too expansive for my liking to be hopping in this late. You would have needed to just get in at UK Open or during Asia and been or like last week or whatever. Coming into a 45-minute OB right now, I don't think it's going to do anything. The timings for everything are gone. So the only bearish timing that could have worked out here is this one, coming into this window and getting a liquidity hunt around here and then making bearish structure, but we've completely invalidated that. Basically, if anything, so we're in this one where it's just, oh, never mind, because that took liquidity. Sorry, this one. Just basic continuation. And I'll be making videos about these in the future. I'll be releasing them to the premium to understand how to work them, how to navigate them, because they can be a bit tricky. But for now, this is where we are exactly right now. You could get this little scalp into blue, I might try and get that. And depending on how deep the retracement is for this zone here, I might hop on that. But there is a chance that actually around this zone, this gold zone, they really, really bring it hard, down hard. And eat up a lot of liquidity, because that's when US will come in. Now, there is no news today, which is nice. But, you know, it would be nice if they gave me something else than this on a day of no news, because I can't trade US. So, like, I might just be locked out of the market today, really. But we'll see. I might take one trade later, depending on, I might take that little scalp, you know, there's always opportunity, as they say. So for now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for something to get taken, namely this, and to tap this past daily VWAP. It might happen when I'm asleep. This little VWAP could give us something, and it could give us nothing. We could come straight up into this RTH gap. Yeah, we have a gap down here as well. And this one should be the other one, 50% mitigated. This one, oh, it's not 50% mitigated. Sorry, it's mitigated. It's tapped. It was tapped into before it moved away. Doesn't have to come down here right now, but it would be nice for it to see it do that. Right now, what we've done is, or what we're doing is, we're filling this gap. Now, these gaps might be hard for you to see. They're very kind of dark purple on my screen, just to kind of keep them out of the way, because they're ones that have just been used and abused, really. Ones that have been hit 50%, and, you know, they're just there for reference. But the top of this gap is up here, 21,725. So it also makes sense for us to just take out this consolidation zone here. And, you know, claim the gap fully, hit the past daily VWAP, maybe get a reaction from the past daily VWAP. It's a volume gap. Could get a reaction from there and put some inducement on this gap for them to maybe pull into structure, right? They could do something like that. Basically, all in all, what I'm saying is, I'm not taking any trades. Basically, because right now they're not giving me anything, and that's fine. As I always say, Mondays are really good times to just see what the market's doing. Give it context, give you context, not rush into any trades on it. Is it a fake move? Are they expanding really for the week? Does it look like this could last for the week? Setting up your targets for liquidity for the week. That's what we're doing right now. Do your TA. Chill out, you know? Don't hate Mondays. It is easy to hate Mondays sometimes. Now, sometimes you get well-behaved Mondays. But today, it's one of those. So, it's just one of them. So that's what we got. What's directly below us? So, these are zones I had marked up from scalping the US session on Friday, which was kind of ridiculous. So I did trade. Yeah, I got a few trades around here, actually. I got this short, believe it or not, which was a nice scalp short. I liked it. I got it out around here when I saw this candle. So it was not bad. I got in very high here, and then I got out around here. Wrote that down. A bit of late night trading. And I had these zones marked up. There's some liquidity down here. There's a nice naked point of control of this consolidation. There's a little block down here that took liquidity. You could get in there. This is the LLBU. I would not mind catching a little bounce. Well, see, the thing is, I wouldn't have minded it, but now things might be a bit different. But I was looking for, I was thinking of some kind of absorption play around here, right? But it didn't show its head. Lower, we have another liquidity line that's kind of on this naked block, which took liquidity here. It's part of US's initial balance. I like that zone too. But the thing is, this zone is also part of the gap, right? It's right above it. So yeah, a bit tricky. Because if they don't want this, then there's nothing stopping them coming down into this consolidation again. Yeah. So it's a bit tricky for them to come down here and induce cleanly, right? So it does make sense that they're just pushing the damn thing up. Like, they're like, to hell with it, let's just push it up. That's fine. Fine. We're just gonna change our targets as a result. So maybe this liquidity line, they won't. Maybe they will just get eaten up, right? They'll get sliced through by the time we come down here. Maybe. It's all maybes, man. It's all maybes. But for now, if you want to take a bit of a zoomed out look, we have this curve as well. We can do some finagling, as we say in Ireland, around here. So this zone, we could get maybe some little retracements, little dancing around before it keeps going from these catalysts. Something I would play, but yeah, we are bullish, but we're bullish with a bit of a smell, like a musty smell or something. You just keep your eyes open. Yeah. Go and control this very low, but it just got used. It just got used. They did tap into this. This was like a volume gap that they really tapped into, and it's right. It's some 45-minute block down here. That it's right above these lows. I'm just keeping an eye on this zone. They can tap into that really cheekily before they go up, before they keep going up. This isn't whatever they're doing here. Immediately is I haven't seen this work out a lot. Let's just say that with a gap below it. Doesn't mean, I'm not saying it's gonna come down now, but I don't know, man. This feels weird. This is like a nom for US, Yeah. This mitigated a 30-minute fair value gap, and this was definitely like a breakaway move here. I watched this happen. It was just up. Just close above, just close high. That was all that was happening here. So, maybe they don't gotta come down here. Maybe not. But this whole thing, something's gotta happen to this. Even if it's a small tap into liquidity, something's gotta give. Oh yeah, it's a bit weird, this kind of price. I'm just gonna wait, I want to see clear liquidity taken. I want to, or else if they start like giving me small reversals, yeah, I'm probably gonna scalp the minute or 15-second or whatever and extract some profits out of it, But for bigger trades, like stuff that'll carry on, like those big RR trades, I would just wait. Like, even if you just draw a basic fib, like from our closest pivot high, like we're basically at the 50%. We're in demand in this zone, but we're like approaching the 50% of the, like, we're just kind of in the middle of a massive range, with this just erection ass looking price action. Just wait for structure to do something. That's all I'm gonna say. But I will that's not big. I will post these charts in the server. This is the better one. I'll clean them up a small bit, post them in the server for you, and yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps you with some kind of view on the market. Let's see what they do this week. Let's see if we can get some trades. hopefully together. All right, peace, guys. Catch you soon. Catch you tomorrow. And yeah, Happy New Year and happy trading. See you.